Hey, what's up guys, JB here, and right now we're going to be taking a look at this Dewalt Tstak tool bag, toolbox, tote bag, whatever you want to call it. Well, check this out. I bought this just a few days ago because my old one is kind of old and I really needed to buy a new one. This is a rather old Dewalt one. I bought this many years ago actually, and what I'm having to do now is use this shoulder strap to carry it because the handle that was in it has actually broke. The rivets that hold it either end broke, which meant I was left without a handle and I just have to carry it with this. And I tell you what, there's some weight to that. That's got to be about 40 kilos, 30 or 40 kilos of weight there. So it's blaming heavy. So saw this and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to have to get this because this is exactly what I need. A new toolbox or tool bag, tote bag, and it means I can get this one sorted out and get it all in here nice and neat and tidy. So just to get started, one of the first things I noticed when I purchased this was initially I noticed only one rivet on the side here holding the handle, but actually there are two other rivets that come up on the handle as well right here. So it's actually got this kind of right angle bracket on the handle, so it lifts this part of the bag as well as lifting this part. And obviously you could pretty much lift the bag like this if one of these rivets sort of failed to work, whereas on this one you just had two on the side here, which, you know, obviously after they go then you've got nothing else holding it. There were no rivets holding this top section, so that's definitely an improvement already. But actually, as I've said, this is quite old now. I've probably had this for about 8 or 9 years now, I reckon. So it hasn't been bad. It hasn't been bad at all. But anyway, let's look at this one in a little bit more detail. So I've been looking at getting a new tool bag for a while, but the thing that really caught my eye with this one is that it is part of the Tstak range, which obviously means I can use this with this. Now, obviously you can't put anything on top of this tool bag, but it does mean that you can place this on top of your other Tstak boxes. Now I probably wouldn't want to lift all of this with a single handle, but it certainly keeps that nice and steady if you are carrying lots of boxes together. And I guess it's just a nice way of stacking everything together. You'll notice that it is narrower than the standard Tstak case, which is okay, that's fine. I think I would have liked this to have been a little bit wider. I am just concerned that it is a little bit narrow, and perhaps because it's quite deep I'm going to struggle to get stuff that's at the bottom, but you know, we've got to give these things a go, right? So it's got this nice solid base, which unlike that one is soft. So solid base which will fit onto your other Tstak boxes. First of all, big pocket at the front here. Oh yeah, the base does make it waterproof as well, and I have found with my old one, if I put it down in the wet, it does obviously get wet, so that's nice, it's more waterproof. So we've got a couple of pockets on the front here, so a large pocket here with another little kind of wallet bit going on there, so I'm sure you could put lots of drill bits and maybe smaller screwdrivers in there or something. You've also got this thinner, shallow pocket on the front there as well. That's rather nice. Now I'm going to take this out because this is moving around a bit. But here you've got the shoulder strap, just like you've got on this one. I might actually take this pad off of this one. I just prefer it to that one really. That's just got a little label on it. That one's actually stitched. Looks a little bit nicer. But anyway, so there's your handle. Well, I'm going to take this label off the handle here. Let's just take that off and show you. Not too sure what this means, but 1200D durable. I guess that's the fabric. The fabric's going to be really quite tough. Waterproof base, we've already discussed that, and it is Tstak compatible, and it's got a max loading capacity of 30 kilos. So that's pretty cool because I think that one weighs about 30 anyway, so cool. And a couple of bits more. Oh look, it's got a carry handle, that's good. It's got a shoulder strap, and it has got a pocket inside for any drills or drivers. We'll have a look at that in a moment. I'm not too keen on using that. And it's got a level holder. So, well, the level holder is basically kind of used, or is held with these two straps here. My level is in the van, so what I will do is replicate a level with a piece of timber. So you can put your level there and you can strap it to your toolbox. I've never used it for my level, but what I have used it for is a saw. So I've used it for a saw, there we go. That works just as well. But hey, level or saw, up to you. The choice is yours. So here's the inside pocket, but to be honest, it's not very big. It's not elasticated, and I can't really see how you would get a driver in there. But let's give it a go. Now the driver shown on here is an impact driver, and I guess it must have a battery on. It'd be silly putting it in there without a battery, because then where are you going to put your batteries if you've put your driver in the pocket? Let's see how a driver fits in there. Well, here's my impact driver with a 4 amp battery on it. I think it's probably safe to say I'm struggling. Mine has got this belt clip on there, but I think even with that off, it would still be a struggle to actually get that in. I mean, let's take the battery off. Okay. So you can get it in there without the battery on, but that is as far into the pocket as it goes, and actually I can't push it down any further because it's really tight in the bottom of this pouch here. But no, that's not great. I'm not going to bother with that because that's just silly. And actually I want all the spacing here for all my hand tools. So we'll keep the driver in the driver box. On one of the sides here we've got a couple of decent pockets. Now again, one of the things I've noticed about the pockets on this new tool bag compared to the old one is they're all quite narrow and small. Particularly like these on the back here, you can see how deep they are, and I've got not massive hands but pretty long fingers, and even with my fingers I cannot reach the bottom of there, so we don't really want to be putting anything in there that we can't reach. So anything small, don't put it in these side pockets. So yeah, the two on the end are okay. I can get my hand in those. And so the same on this end, that's fine. You've got a tape measure holder, tape holder right here. Now I'm not a big fan of using these, and my other one has got one as well. It's probably not as good as this. This one actually goes on and comes off quite nicely. I just wouldn't be too keen on having that on the end there in case it gets knocked. And it doesn't actually feel that strong, as the rivets don't go right through the side here. They only go through one side of the fabric, and you can probably see it is quite loose. I like it, but I'm not going to use it. And then on the inside of the bag, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a very tight one there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've actually got 12 pockets here. I'm guessing these are just going to be screwdriver pockets because they are deep and they're very thin. You don't want to be putting anything small in those because you're never going to get them out unless you tip it upside down. And all we get when we do that is some silica gel. Do not eat. So we've got the so-called driver pocket here, which I'll probably just fill with other bits and pieces. But on this end here, we've just got these elasticated strap, so you can get probably like four screwdrivers in there. The 2 rings on the end are obviously for the strap. The strap's nice, pretty good quality. The clips, the clasps, or whatever you want to call them, they look like good quality. They're exactly the same actually as the straps on the clips on the older bag. It's just this bit, as I've said, is not quite the same. Let's take that off there. There we go. But you know, still nice thick padded shoulder strap. You're going to need that if you've got 30 kilos of weight in here and you've got that hanging off your shoulder. Now, one more thing that might be of interest are the dimensions. Now, for me, they're definitely of interest because I don't want it any smaller than my old one. Now, when I first got this and I just put it next to the old one, it looked very similar. So I'm going to have a quick measure so you can know how big it is and I can know whether I can get that lot in here. So the overall length of this one is about 430. Yeah, about 430. It's about the same length. The width is about 250. Yes, about 250. The depth of the bag on this one from the floor is about 200. Now this does go all the way to the bottom here, so if I measure it from here like I did the other one, so it is a little bit deeper. It's you know, around 1 or 2 inches deeper than the old one, and I think that's probably what makes it look like it's quite narrow and deep. So it is deeper, it's the same length, and it's about the same width. So your distance inside, or your size inside here is, so we've got about 200 mil width. We've got about 400 length and about 240 depth. That's all in millimeters, by the way. You might want to convert that if you're still working off imperial. Oh, I nearly missed these 2 pockets here. That's cool. So 2 pockets there, 1 zipped pocket there, another zipped pocket here with another kind of flat wallet bit in there. So that's pretty cool. Great, I think that's about it. If you've got any questions or comments about this toolbox, tool bag, tote bag, soft tote bag, whatever you want to call it, then do leave them in the comments box below, and I'll do my best to respond to them. So my next job is to get this lot into here. At least it gives me a chance to sort this mess out. Fantastic guys, I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon and receive notifications when I release a new video just like this one. And if you want to check out some of my other Dewalt videos, you can do so right here. Cool man, JB here, checking out. I'll see you next time.